I stand and wait for just enough to pour myself a cup so I can find the strength to face the day. I've got to find a way to make the day just a little bit better than yesterday. I've got to find a way to make the day just a little bit better than yesterday. I've got to find. You always were the first to tell me of better ways I could spend my time. And I always did my best to please you till the day I realized. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. All right, how's it going, everybody? That sounds very quiet, doesn't it? Sounds pretty damn quiet. I don't like it. Do you like it? I don't like it. Why is it so quiet? What'd I do to it? I wrecked it. Gosh darn it. It's not one thing, it's another, right? Reverb's on, though. We know that for sure. It's a constant work in progress around here. So we're just going to make this louder. Something like that. That seems a lot better. Why is there music coming out here? It's maddening. It's maddening, I tell you. I know you can't hear it, but I can. How are you? Nice to see you. Welcome in. See, I moved this microphone over here. Try to make it a little less intrusive. Apparently I bumped it or did something. Changed the level. Did something I wasn't expecting. That should not be playing. That should not be making any damn noise. And I can hear it, and it's making me mad. I don't like that. Okay, so today is election day. But in watching, trying to be an informed individual. I know that there will be, because of the number of fail-safes and the different ways that they count votes, that there will not be an accurate count until probably Thursday. So I'm trying to stay away. So if you're watching this on Thursday or Friday, then perhaps we know what has happened. Perhaps there's a full scale. There's tanks rolling in streets by Thursday. Who knows? Because there's some people out there that that seem to have lost their mind. Reality doesn't exactly exist for a percentage of people. And there's no reasoning, and there's no, I don't know, it's out of hand. So, and for people who don't want to talk about politics, that's part of how we got here. That's part of how come everything is so crazy, is because people don't want to talk about politics. Because you have to. Because politics exists. People can't be afraid to talk about issues and things. And you can't let bullies be bullies. You can't. You can't let bullies be bullies. So, anyhow. And that's all this is. This is a huge level of bullying that has been going on for like 25 years. Like 35 years. So,
And part of that is, and if you don't like this lecturing, I don't care. I don't care. Too bad. Because I'm tired of people being afraid to talk about this stuff. There was I write things about what I think about. I write things about things that bother me. I write things about things I talk about in therapy. A number of years ago, there was, I can't remember what state it was. It was a southern state, and I want to say it was Georgia. But I can't say that for sure, so I'm not 100% sure which state it was. I do know that it was a southern state. And they passed a law that they were, because the idea is to suppress the vote, to make it harder for people to vote. I said leading into this, I watched a number of things, and the number of the argument is always that there's voter fraud, but the number of fraudulent voter cases in the United States in the last 25 years is something like 0.1%. It's some minuscule number, literally. And so all of these measures that are taken in the name of voter fraud is just a ruse. It's literally to suppress the vote, because if everybody votes, then the majority of people will then have a voice, and that doesn't bode well for one particular group of people. So that particular group of people tends to work to suppress the vote. And so they passed this law that after they limited the number of voting machines in certain districts, made voting, made places open short in certain areas, and made it so that the lines would be extremely long. They also made it so that if a person who was in line and was waiting for several hours to vote, which was often the case after they changed a number of these things, then they added this they revised this law and added this revision to it, that if another person brought them water, that person bringing them water would get arrested. This is not a lie. I'm not making this up. This is a fact. And some people don't believe facts anymore, but that is a fact. And when I heard that story, I was just absolutely stunned. And so I ended up writing this song in anger. This is a protest song in anger, because I do believe that we have a voice. Everyone has a voice. So when I'm saying you don't have a voice, it's not because I don't believe you have a voice. It's based on the perspective of that moment, of that day, when I heard this story. Also, with regard to that, it was in the intervening time, growing up as a white male in a suburban area, even though I didn't grow up of means, we were quite impoverished, quite literally. That I did it even with the lack of means. I still had huge advantages, just simply because of being male and being white. That I didn't realize that until much later in life. And my grandchildren are not white. No, they're not. But they're brown. They're a shade of brown that I am not. And that bothers me. That I watched my daughter and my son-in-law move into a condo, and the people that lived downstairs from them did not like people with a darker skin pigment. And I watched their lives get turned upside down by those people because they actually were the head of the homeowners association for the entire condo administration. It was a nightmare for them. And it was awful. And that's just one tiny, tiny, tiny little minuscule example of something that isn't even a huge thing. So these are things that are real. So the things that people are fighting for, they're real. This is a real thing. Life isn't going to go on the same way if no matter which person gets in. It's quite a contrasting set of circumstances. And if you believe that nothing will change regardless of who goes in, you are really an uninformed person. So this is called Let's Stop Pretending. Don't have a voice today. Don't matter anyway. Doesn't matter what you want to do. They're never gonna listen to you. Don't matter anyway. This is not your America. This is not your America. Doesn't matter what you want to do. They're never gonna listen to you. Doesn't matter 'cause your skin is kinda brown and everything's turned upside down. Don't matter anyway. This is not your America. 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 If you're in a shade of brown, let's stop pretending it's the same. This is not your America. Your opinion, it just don't matter. You'll only try to make you think it does. This is not your America. This is not your America. So if you turn the channel, oh well, don't care. And if you never come back, that's okay too. I'm tired of not saying what I think because I'm afraid somebody might not listen to what I have to say or listen to my music. Don't matter anymore. I am going to play a song that I wrote a very, very long time ago, probably 25 or 6 years ago, called Leaving Yesterday. And it can apply to a relationship. It can apply to a time. Sometimes you write a song at a point in your life and it means one thing, and then later on it can sort of mean another thing to you. And I wrote this song in the mid 90s or so, and it had a bit more of a Foo Fighters-ish, grunge-ish feel. I don't know, even almost. I don't even know that's, but but I haven't played it in a long time, and I was playing through some stuff, and I just started playing it, kind of in the style that I've been playing stuff lately, and where I'm sort of accenting almost a drum beat, with the, kind of thing, and I kind of liked it, so I'm going to do it. I dream alone in a place I can no longer find, being slowly cast aside, swallowed up inside. Loneliness, castaways, troubles full of emptiness, the wish and hope is gone away, down the path of yesterday, leaving it alone is the hardest thing to do. Living far from home is the toughest thing I never done. Leaving yesterday behind to start anew. Leaving yesterday for you. Feeling left out in the cold of night, in the middle of summertime, no longer doing what I'm told to do. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Leaving it alone is the hardest thing to do. Living far from home is the toughest thing I never done. Leaving yesterday behind to start anew. Leaving yesterday with you. Leaving yesterday behind to start anew. Leaving yesterday for you. Leaving yesterday behind to start anew. Leaving yesterday with you.
yesterday behind the start anew. Leaving yesterday for you. Leaving yesterday for you. Leaving yesterday for you. Leaving yesterday for you.
Yeah, an oldie but a goodie. Just feel like playing, so I'm going to play another one. Don't remember what I have or haven't played for you guys. Up till now, up till recently, I've tried to not repeat things. There's only one or two things that I had repeated in the year that I've been doing this. Somewhere in the middle of playing that, I thought, I don't know, I might have done this. I know that I did Let's Stop Pretending before, at least once. I don't know if I did this, but I might have. It seems like I might have. But it's, I wrote this after seeing Tom Petty in 1989. He was talking about the environment. I was 20 years old, and I did not have any children at the time. I was a single 20-year-old kid wearing a tie-dye. But I did have an understanding that we were wrecking the planet, and so this is I wrote this about that when I was 20, and 35 and a half years later, still true.
What do we do when the sky is no longer blue? Where will we go? The water does no longer flow. It's getting late. It's getting late. It's getting late to change our fate. What does the future hold for us, my friend? What does the future hold for us? What do I tell my children when they say they want to go outside and play in the acid rain? What do I say? They want to play. I say you can't go out and play. What does the future hold for us, my friends? What does the future hold for us? In a world where no one gives a damn about anybody, what does the future hold for us?
What does the future hold for us, my friends? What does the future hold for us? In a world where no one gives a damn about anybody, what does the future hold for us? Seems like this world needs a lot more love and a lot less hate. A lot more people paying attention. A lot less people checking out and saying it's not my problem. Not really in the mood for a joke of the day today, so I'm not going to tell one. I don't know. I'm not even going to look to see if anybody's listening. If you are listening, thank you. God help us all.